Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I suppose I should probably say something. This is the first video in about 48 hours. Work Friday went great. We had some issues come up on Friday, so I didn't get a chance to really make some videos. Saturday, I pretty much was watching the kids most of the day because family stuff going on. And the ironic thing is, my wife ended up having to take my oldest daughter to the hospital, and this was yesterday. And so I didn't get a chance to really do much or take care of much because, obviously I was doing work around the house and with the kids and trying to keep things in order and taking care of stuff and, playing mommy daddy, both mommy and daddy. Um, it was eventful, to say the least. Not quite the lifestyle I expected. Um, Definitely new opportunities arose. I definitely had a few obstacles to overcome, and I mean, literally, I mean, everything between my wife doing a lot of different stuff. It took members of the family to work together to do things. Even took a couple of people outside our immediate family to kind of help out a bit. Um, you know, Audrey's boyfriend came over and was helping out a little bit too. Gave him something to eat and thanked him for everything. Him and Audrey, uh, we went and we actually had a chance to spend time as an entire family. Mainly because everybody was able to fit into one vehicle. Okay, that's kind of unique. Usually it takes more than one vehicle if we're going to go do something as a family because of how big our family is. So we decided, hey, let's go do something. You know, Cindy's with Juliana. There's two gone. Obviously, my mom stayed at her house. There's three gone. You know, so it was kind of weird that we actually had enough space to put everybody in the truck and for me to go out and do something I wanted to do, which is Pokemon Go. And yeah, nobody was real happy about it. They were all kind of irritated about, oh, Dad, I don't want to go. Oh, and I'm like, you know what? We've done what you wanted to do all day. You did all the fun things you wanted to do. Okay? You guys are getting antsy, you're getting argumentative and everything else. Guess what? Get in the truck. We're going. Oh man, did that start a rift, you know? Um, and I realized something at that point in time. I I don't take back sass too well, especially when it comes from my kids. Um, I put them in line. I didn't get violent, okay? Just to put everybody's mind at ease. Nobody got hurt. Nobody went to the hospital. Nothing like that. I didn't smack them. I didn't beat on them, okay? But, yeah. It's like, you know what? There's lots of things I do for you that I don't want to do. I do a lot of stuff for you that I don't feel I should have to. There's lots of things I do that you should be doing for yourself that you don't. So, that being said, you're going to get in that truck, you're going to shut your mouth, you're going to sit down, and I'm going to go do something I want to do. If you still have a problem with it, I'll just take everything that is mine that I bought for you. Oh my gosh. Pouting, sulking, attitude started flaring. I said, that's it. End of discussion. I'm not your mom. I'm not your grandma. I'm not your other grandma. I'm not your grandpa. I'm your dad. I'm the only one that makes the rules right now, and this is the rules. Get in the truck, shut up, sit down, and be quiet. I don't care in what order. Yeah. They listen, finally. But I realized something. I guess, being a parent, you try to be the nice person. being the parent, you ask them, would you do this or would you mind doing that? Can you give me a hand with this? You try to be diplomatic. But also being a parent means you're the one in charge. And sometimes just because they don't want to do something doesn't mean they get to whine and cry and pout and sulk just to get their way. Okay? That's the bad part about being a parent, is sometimes you got to pay hardball. And I'm serious. I was dead serious when I told him. I said, hey, I do a lot of things for you that I don't want to do. Like walking around picking up your dirty clothes, like going around and picking up your dirty dishes, like having to make special meals for each one of you because you won't all eat the same damn thing, having to make a second or a third trip to the eyeglass place because this is the second or third time this year you broke them. There's lots of crap that I do for you that I don't feel I should have to do because I did it once. It's your stuff. Take care of it. I remember something my grandparents used to say, and I remember some stuff my uncle used to say when I was a kid, and I kind of thought, hey, what a jerk. This guy's a real a-hole. He's a pain in my butt. And I remember some of the phrases they used. And I thought they were kind of mean and cruel and inhuman and everything else. Like, you're going to do it because I said you're going to do it. Or, when you become an adult, you can decide what you want to do. But I pay the bills, you do what I say. My great uncle used to say, children are to be seen and not heard, and when I want your opinion, I will give it to you. Okay? I expect you to sit there and shut up, and I don't want to hear another peep out of you. And I think a lot of the listeners here, people that view this, will be actually able to relate. And they've probably heard it from their parents, or have said it to their kids, or, whatever the case may be. But, it's kind of ironic because, as a parent, as all of us being a parent, we have dealt with a lot of crap. And being kids, we put our parents through a lot of crap. Okay? We really have. And to hear that kind of phrase and to hear people use that kind of terminology when I was younger, I thought that was just a horrible thing, all you got to do is ask me to do it and I'll do it. And, not everybody's like that, okay? Not all kids will do something just because you ask them to do it. Not all kids will turn around and say, sure, no problem, Dad, I'm on it, okay? Or, Mom, I'll be happy to do it for you, you don't end up with that usually. You can. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying that all kids are evil or anything like that. But what I am saying is, did you ever hear the phrase, a few bad apples spoil the whole bunch? Yeah. When you got a lot of kids in the house and none of them seem to be listening to you, you have a tendency to become very short-tempered. And, I was in no mood to deal with it. My wife took Juliana to the doctor. I had no idea what was going on. They weren't listening. They thought Mommy's gone. They're going to push Daddy's buttons. And they soon found out that Daddy's worse than Mommy. Okay. And Cindy and I, my wife, we discuss everything. Okay. And I don't make a decision without her or without her point of view, and she doesn't make too many decisions without my input or my point of view, because it's a two-way street. We both have to answer. We're both the parents, okay? Parents, plural, husband and wife. We both discuss it. We decide, and I'm used to discussing things with my wife before I make a decision or she makes a decision, or and then when the decision's made, that's just the way it is. When that's what your mom says, that's what she means, do it. So then Mom lays down the rules, and I'm the enforcer. I expect them to follow it, and that's been the role. Well, things changed. Okay, I didn't have my partner there to discuss things with, and I had to make up decisions, and I had to decide things without anybody else's point of view, without anybody's influence and everything else. And it finally got to the point where it's like, you know what? I am the boss. I'm the person in charge. This is the way it's going to be. And if you don't like it, tough. Okay? You can't go whining and crying to your mom. You can't go whining and crying to either your grandma's or grandpa or whatever. I mean, this is it. I'm the boss. It's it. This is the way it goes. So shut up. You know. And it was unfortunate that I developed that kind of attitude. But when you got like 5, 6 kids trying to push you different directions and trying to manipulate you, you literally begin to see through the BS. Okay. And so it was a very rough night last night, without having my better half here, my partner. And I felt like an empty house, even though, you know, Daniel was here and, you know, all the other kids were here. But, you know, in fact, Austin stayed quite a while, till late. But it still kind of felt empty because, you know, part of me wasn't there. And, you know, here my wife is with our firstborn in the hospital, and we don't know if she's going to have a baby or not last night. You know, you go to a hospital, you can be there for days. You know, there's always something that could happen. Well, so then comes the next problem. As you can imagine, it's bedtime. Yeah. Bedtime. That was fun. Getting people organized, making sure everybody had their teeth brushed, ate, you know, because I had to cook, I had to clean, I had to do it all. Wife wasn't around. And that's when I started depending and relying on everybody else to help. So I'll tell you more about the story and what happened later. Right now I'm going to let you go. And you guys have a great night. And I got to get back in there because Cindy got home earlier and I got to help out. So I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.